Well, here we are again on another podcast. And today, I'm going to have to read a little story to you. It's entitled The Mighty Stream. And I know that those that are on the audio podcast cannot see this, but I have a picture on my video that is taken at the museum in D.C., the National Museum of African American History and Culture. And it's a picture of this waterfall that seems to be coming down its lights, and it appears to be rain coming down from the ceiling. I guess it's quite beautiful. I have never seen it, but the story was written by somebody who had. So I'm going to share the story, but it relates to a verse found in the book of Amos, which is 5:24. But let justice roll on like a river, righteous like a never failing stream. Well, among the many exhibits and artifacts explored at the museum, the reality of the harsh slavery and the aftermath you see from all the exhibits at this National Museum of African American History and Culture in D.C. The author that wrote this said, I was grateful to discover a court, within the museum. It was a tranquil room featuring a transcendent wall of bronze, glass, and a water that appeared to be raining down from the ceiling into a pool. Beautiful picture. I mean, I wish those on the audio could see this. But he says, as I sat in a peaceful space, a quote on the wall from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. caught my eye. We are determined to work and fight until justice rains down like water and righteousness like mighty streams. These powerful words are drawn from the Old Testament, from the book of Amos. Amos was a prophet, and he lived among the people who were involved in religious uh, activities, such as celebrating feast and the offering of sacrifices, but whose heart was far from God. Uh, and if you want to read it, it's in Amos 21 through 23. Actually, I can read it for you. I despise the religious feasts and assemblies are a stench to me. Even though you bring me burnt offerings and grain offerings, I will not accept them. Though you bring choice fellowship offerings, I have no regard for them. Away with this noise. This was a quote from Amos, who was quoting the Lord to the children of Israel. They were far from the Lord. There was no justice. Instead of religious ceremonies devoid of love for God and others, Amos wrote that God longed for people to demonstrate genuine concern for the welfare of all people, and a generous way of living that would be like a mighty river bringing life wherever it flowed. Jesus taught the same thing. He taught the truth that loving God is connected to loving our neighbor. And he told us that in Matthew verses 37 through 39. Well, Jesus replied, Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it: love your neighbor as yourself. We seek to love God. May it come from the heart that also treasures justice, justice for all. Well, with that thought, I want to leave you today. Just remember that your love for others and your love for your neighbor is truly like springs in rain coming down from God, which replenishes the earth and makes things grow. And your relationships will grow if you shower people with God's love. Just remember that today and have a good day. And until next time, Lord bless. And Lord willing, we'll be together again. Bye for now.